What's going on, everybody? It is DylanLasagna here, and today we need to talk about something very serious, because we need to have a talk about something that might impact the channel, actually something that could very well end my YouTube channel for good, as well as many other channels out there, and it's not pretty. You see me talk about it on my community tab. You see me talk about it on Twitter. You've seen a lot of people talk about it already, and that thing is Coppa and YouTube. And what exactly is Coppa, for those of you unaware of it, not aware of it yet? Well, Coppa is a 1998 U.S. law. The full name is the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, and it restricts websites and online services from collecting personal information from minors, so people 13 and under, without parental permission. The goal of this act was to prevent kids from giving out, as said, personal information like names, addresses, phone numbers, and other data online that could put them in danger from online predators. If you want to go read the rest of this, it's on the official FTC website as well as on TubeFilter. In 2013, they revised this so they can broaden the scope of what is defined as an operator. So this included creators who published on ad-assisted platforms like YouTube, and as well as to expand the definition of personal information to include web cookies, which are used as like little data for advertisers to run personalized ads, or ads based on the audience watching, let's say, for example, Barney the Dinosaur. So say you're watching Barney the Dinosaur and there's an advertisement playing, and it will play a personalized ad based on the next Barney the Dinosaur movie. That's just an example right there. So pretty harmless, right? But no, it's not actually pretty harmless. YouTube was pretty much invading children's privacy by not asking parents for the permission of, can we collect personal information on minors. They were actually invading the children's privacy by going into their search history, going to their viewing history, going into what channels they were watching, and it was not good. It was not good. They were doing this for the better part of 6 years. Advocacy groups were complaining to the FTC that YouTube was violating Coppa, and it came to a head in April 2019 of this year, and they fined YouTube $170 million, and they announced that settlement in September. But there was more to it. Not only did they fine YouTube $170 million, but they required YouTube to implement this new system. The one you see today, the one that you see me and other people are talking about, and that is whether or not every time you upload a video to YouTube, you have to designate it as to whether or not this is for kids. You heard that right. Whether or not a video, regardless of what you make, if it's kid-friendly, if it's actually made for kids, or if you're making stuff for adults, you have to define it as for kids or not for kids. It's the law. That's the law. And the consequences of that are disastrous. Let's just put it at that. It's pretty disastrous. And this is not just for new videos. You have to go back through your whole back catalog if you decide, we'll get into that later, but you have to go through your whole back catalog of your videos, and some videos may only have like hundreds of videos, or others may have even thousands of videos. I know there are some creators that have thousands of videos, at least some of the ones I watch, but me personally, I have like at least 300 videos, but still, that's still a lot that I had to go through. That you have to check whether or not it's kid friendly. But what is kid friendly? That's the thing. And if you get this wrong, let's talk about the consequences now. If you get this wrong, if you get this one thing wrong, if you mark your video as for kids, but the FTC finds that it's not for kids, they will fine you $42,000 per video. However, I don't know if that's gonna be a realistic thing, but we don't know. The government is kind of cruel. They're kind of harsh, but we don't know this yet. I was kind of thinking about it this way. I was watching a video before I started recording this. They were saying that the FTC is not, I don't know, they're not sure if they're really going to target smaller channels like that have way less views on a video, even though their content, like the thumbnail has kids content, but it's not actually for kids, and the video is not making revenue. So it's like, is the FTC really gonna target that video and find the person whether or not they're monetized? It's kind of strange to think that, you know? It really is. But anyway, so pretty much, yeah, I think it's kind of a complicated situation. It's like, if you make a video that's not directed for kids, but you use, like, sometimes what I do, like, you use a cartoon character like SpongeBob in your thumbnail when the video is not even about that, you could still be sued. This is mad. This is censorship right here. This is plain censorship. But anyway, I just feel really bad. Actually, I don't even know how to feel about not just this, but for all the family channels, for all the kids channels, but that are gonna like go through this, that have to mark their channels as for kids. I mean, they have to mark it as for kids, because a lot of those family channels like J House Vlogs, the AB family, Ryan's Toy Reviews, I think even Grimm's Toy Show's daughters, like, they have to mark that as for kids, because it's like, again, if they don't, $42,000 city, yeah. But it's just like, it's crazy, you know? It's like crazy. And if they do market for kids, it's like, I even mentioned what's going to happen to it. So if they market as for kids, not only do they lose ad revenue, it's going to be like a big drop off, 60 to 90% of lost ad revenue. So they don't get the personalized ads anymore, basically. But comments are disabled, but I mean, comments were already lost ever since the whole Matt What Is situation. They also lose info cards, they also lose the notification bell, they lose the end screens, they lose the community tab. Pretty much they're stripped of all their features. They're pretty much stripped of almost all their features on YouTube. And it sucks. It really sucks. But I don't know. Then again, it's like, looking at the other side of the coin, maybe this I don't know. I just don't want to say anything about kids channels, because maybe it gives them a lesson to like to have parents actually spend time with their kids like off camera. I don't know. It's like I don't want to say anything like that right now, because it's just like they want to like, it's like back in the old days where you were like filming stuff, like documenting your memories about your kids, and it's just like, I don't know. It's like I feel bad about this. But anyway, so what is kid directed? Well, it's extremely vague with the way YouTube put it. And I mean, what else is new with YouTube? Everything is extremely vague. So when deciding whether or not your channel is made for kids, you should consider these various factors according to the FTC and YouTube, and that is the subject matter of the video, whether your children are your intended audience or actual audience for the video. What the heck does that even mean? Whether the video includes child actors or models. So I feel like this is where Ryan's toy reviews and channels like that's gonna get hit the hardest, because Ryan's like, clearly Ryan's toy reviews, like Ryan looks like he's under 13 clearly, but we don't know how old he is. But I feel like he's gonna get hit the hardest so far, and all the children and the parents and those family vloggers that I mentioned are probably gonna get hard too. Whether the video includes characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children. So let me get onto this. This is extremely vague, because what constitutes this? What constitutes this? So I mentioned this in a Twitter tweet, whatever, that there are a lot of cartoons, there are a lot of shows that appeal to both kids and adults after Coppa was written. So I don't understand why this would be a deciding factor. I mean, unless if it is real, the intended audience is for kids, there are adults that do commentaries, they do analysis on shows like SpongeBob, that even do memes on Peppa Pig, on Gumball, on the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, they even do YouTube poops on Gravity Falls and older source material. So this thing is very vague. And if you want to go back to my content, the fourth factor mentioned here is toys that appeal to children. What about WWE action figures? Clearly, kids, there are still kids out there that like WWE, but is the FTC gonna go after me with my WWE figure series? I would be legitimately scared. I would. So, whether the language of the video is intended for children to understand, I don't know. These, like, a lot of these kids that play, like, for example, Fortnite are probably they probably speak to adults. Whether the video includes activities that appeal to children, such as play acting, simple songs or games, or early education. Whether the videos include songs, stories, or poems for children. R.I.P. Shrek memes. Any other information you may have to determine your video's audience, like empirical evidence or video evidence. See, that one doesn't make sense at all. And here's one thing that people often are overlooking right now. They say that they're using their YouTube analytics as their validation for that their channel is not made for kids. I mean, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but if you look here, it says note, YouTube analytics is not designed to help determine if your content is child directed. But I mean, either way, it's like it would be the same thing if you're determining if your content is not child directed. So it's like you can't. It's pretty much telling you can't rely on YouTube analytics. So it's a lose-lose. So pretty much those are your deciding factors right there. And we're pretty much in a loop right here. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I know there's like an open comment period for where you can like voice your concerns to the FCC. If you're gonna do it, I would suggest you do it civilly, in a civilized manner. Doing it like rudely, like saying "F you, FCC." This Coppa law is very bad, so F you. That's not gonna do anything, and most likely it's probably gonna anger the FCC and encourage them to like maybe even pass it. So I would not recommend doing that. Like I would recommend you, if you're gonna leave a comment to the FTC, I'll leave that link in the description below. Please do it in a civilized manner. Voice your concerns. Give constructive criticism on how they can like at least postpone if they're gonna still put it into place. Tell them to at least consider revising it to modern standards, or at least postpone it so they can have time to revise it. But I don't know. Regardless, I just don't know if that's gonna really work. There is a petition on change.org, but I don't know. Remember what happened to net neutrality? And even then, we don't even know like what's going on with that, by the way. But I digress. YouTube's going on a downward spiral. As for what's gonna happen to me if Coppa passes after December 10th, probably like the FTC. Well, sidetracking a bit, the FTC is probably after that December 10th cutoff. They're probably gonna read the comments. After that, maybe like a week or two after, they'll probably announce a decision. But if they decide that it's going to be upheld, the rules is still going to be there come January 1st, we're screwed. Honestly, that's all I can say. We're effed. We're done for. This not only just affects YouTube. I feel like this is just one step closer to censoring the internet. And if you think that running away to another platform like, let's say, Twitch, I'm sorry to say that Coppa will be there as well, because it does ask you that if your audience, if your streams will be for a mature audience or not. But even then, it's just like, what are kids doing on the platform in the first place? Why are parents marketing their kids in the first place? Like, kids aren't supposed to have an account because they're under 13 when YouTube and most sites require you to be 13 years and over to use the site. So why are we at this point? And why are parents still not being blamed for kids mindlessly watching the videos on autoplay? This is why we're in the crap we're in. I don't know, man. I don't know. But going back to how Coppa is gonna affect me. I don't know yet. I don't know, but I am kind of concerned. Yet at the same time, I really don't know like what is gonna happen, because I am scared of the possibility of a $42,000 fine per video. I just don't know. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. I honestly was considering deleting the channel at one point, but I feel like it just doesn't feel right. It really doesn't. I was considering leaving the YouTube partner program, because yes, if you don't know it already, I was monetized back in May, but like that matters anyway. like that matters now, because it's like, even before that, my channel was already pretty much dead in the water. But it's like, I don't really care about, like I said, I don't care about monetization. It's just like, it's just there for the sake of being there. At the end of the day, the content I make is for all of you, and I'm just here to have fun. But I don't know, YouTube just doesn't want that here anymore. They just want corporate agendas. They just want celebrities on this platform. It's just, I don't know, I feel like this is just one step closer to that, maybe, just maybe. But again, back to me, I'm digressing completely. I've thought about deleting the channel. I thought about leaving the YouTube partner program. I'm actually still thinking about leaving the YouTube partner program, because I just feel completely betrayed by YouTube by this point. But I don't know. It just doesn't feel right now, at least, because it's like, we don't know if this thing, it really is gonna happen. I know it is a federal law that the FTC has put in. It's been in place since 1998, but it's just being enforced onto YouTube now. But we don't know like the complete ramifications of it, and we don't know if the vagueness, the outdatedness, the shadiness, and the scariness of this law is going to be put into place come mid-December and fully onto January 1st, 2020. So it's like, I don't know. I'm stuck. I'm pretty much stuck. I'm pretty much stuck, because it's like, on one hand, I have WWE figure videos that are, even though they're not directed for kids, the FTC can look and see at face value that, oh, it's an action figure video, that's for kids, but it's not marked for kids, so fine city, bitch. So there's that. And then I also have YouTube poops that are clearly not for kids, especially the little Spinge Bill reaction videos that I've often done in the past. But you know how it is now. It could be now. SpongeBob is in the thumbnail. He's a cartoon character that appeals to both kids and adults, but you know how the FTC will be with Coppa. 42K City. 42K City. I don't know. It's just like, it's a frustratingly scary time. It's just like, I don't know. It's just like, I don't know what can be marked for kids. I don't know what's supposed to be marked for kids, what's not supposed to be marked for kids. It's just very frustrating. It's very scary. I don't know. Again, there's always Twitch, but then there's also Coppa there as well. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Probably, if it does pass, I think, yeah, mid-December, I said, like after the comment period has closed, I'm probably gonna have to delete all the WWE figure videos off the channel. I do apologize to all the people, but I do thank everyone that watched those videos since 2011. But it's gonna have to go down. It's gonna have to be deleted. It's not gonna be archived, unfortunately, and it's because I just don't want to risk being fined by Coppa. I'm probably gonna have to permanently take down the My Little Pony videos from the archive channel again, because the risk of being fined. I'm probably gonna have to like reevaluate the reaction videos, all my discussion videos. I feel like the majority of my channel is probably gonna be gone because it contained a lot of stuff. Like, at face value, this is the dumbest thing. At face value, it can be appealing to kids, even though, like, the age analytics, like, age demographic is clearly over 18. This is the dumbest thing. But yet again, YouTube analytics is not designed to determine if your content is child directed, and this applies theoretically for those trying to rely on YouTube analytics to determine if your content is not child directed. So pretty much at this point, it's just I've been rambling on for like a good almost 30 plus minutes. At the end of the day, if we don't know if COP is gonna pass, I think, I don't know, learning from net neutrality, it might. Yes, there are petitions, there is a commenting period, but I feel like the FTC will probably just pull a fast one on us and pass it and like go through with it anyway. But hopefully not. Hopefully there'll be some light in them. They'll think twice. Hopefully they'll think maybe this is not such a good idea, and like postpone it and revise it like majorly to modern standards. But if they don't, well, a lot of people that not just I personally know, that a lot of people that I watch are gonna get effed in the ass. People like the family vlogs that I just mentioned, Ryan's Toys Review, J House Vlogs, AB Family, all those family channels, the vlog side, of Grimm's Toy Show, maybe even Attack Slug, because gaming applies to this too. Gaming videos apply to this too, which sucks ass. SMG4, that, like, all the people that I watch, it's like everyone's gonna be affected by this, no matter what. It's like, whether you do gaming videos, whether you do animation videos, whether you do Gary's mod video, like style, like videos like SMG4, whether you do puppet videos like Arlo, that yet you talk about video games, whether you do like children's videos, whether you do sports videos, whether you do like tips videos, it's like you're gonna be affected. Like any genre at this point is gonna be affected, all because of this children's online privacy protection act. just like, I don't know. It's like, it's crazy at this point. But we'll just see what happens come December 10th, or like the week of December 15th, like the week after December 10th. Again, that's when the period closes. If you want to know more about Coppa, I'll leave a link to a few videos that Chad Tronic, Ian Corzine, Jim Sterling, J House Law, what was his name? Let me see. Oh, it is. Someone made a petition. It was the person that made the petition, Jeremy Johnson of J House Law. He's like the husband from J House Vlogs. I don't watch them, but he's like, they're one of the people affected by it. So Jeremy Johnson, like who did the petition and all that. So those people, I'll link them in the description. So please go watch those videos. And whatever your stance is on Coppa, or whether you don't care about it, just at least give it a watch. At least give it a watch. I know there are some people that are like saying that all this misinformation, or like watch it be like net neutrality, and like it'll pass us by, and like there's no reason to panic. But you know, at least give some level of concern, like at least have some mild concern here and there. Again, whether or not this passes, it might be a legitimate form of censorship, or it could be mass hysteria that all people like me freaked out over nothing. But we'll see what happens come the week after December 10th, and come January 1st, 2020, the new year. Yeah, the new year is gonna freaking ring in like with a bang, alright? Oh, gee, good lord. But anyway, I've been rambling on for like past the 30-minute mark, so I'm gonna end it here. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, dislike this video. We're gonna be continuing with DylanLasagna Live for the rest of the year. Hopefully we can do something with the Game Awards like next month. Hopefully we can get in a live reaction with that. And yeah, the rest of the year is pretty much gonna be DylanLasagna Live, and come January, if Coppa goes through, we'll just see what's gonna happen there. Alright, everyone, always be delicious, and I'll see you next time.